Hello there. Today I have a Cross Bailey Light fountain pen in coral finish, which is basically, I say dark, but a kind of solid pink. It's not a hot pink. Yeah, coral coloured, I suppose. With silver trims, silver coloured trims. This is a variation on the Cross Bailey model, which I believe is a metal pen, and this one is the plastic, hence the light, and also a bit cheaper. We'll go into those things. So this is a cartridge converter pen, so that is just for show. You got a band between the finial / faux blind cap there, nice thick cap band there, clip, cross on the clip, and it is stiff but usable. You got a little upturn there to aid with shirt pocket, then your band with your clip unit there, and rounded silver coloured metal cap finial there, and plain. On the back, snap cap / slip cap, which is reasonable for closure, force, etc. Then you have a cross nib. I believe it might even be a number 4 size nib, certainly down at 5 or 4, with the cross logo engraved there. This one is a medium, it's just above the cross there, you can see an M. You've got Shield USA and 1846, presumably established at that point. Plastic feed and little ring there, and then the top of the nib unit there. I must confess I haven't tried to unscrew or pull this nib, so I'm unsure whether that is a unscrewable nib unit, but I think that's friction fit. Cartridge converter pen, barrel unscrews, so you've got metal threads onto plastic. I don't know if you can see there, maybe not, but I can feel that. Oh, you can see on there a little bit. See a little bits of plastic there? I can feel that starting to chew a little bit, so you have to be careful with that. I will say as well, I'll mention it later, but I have on occasion just come to this pen, be it during use or just after use or whatever, and that has loosened, so it doesn't secure quite as well as I would like. I've got a Cross Black cartridge in there at the moment. Doesn't come with a converter, comes in like a blister pack, which I'm afraid I don't have anymore, with cartridge included but no converter included. But it will take a Cross push in converter. They do 2 types of screw in and a push in. This will take the push in version. Measurements of the pen are here, all approximate, millimeters, even though I forgot to write millimeters there for length, and grams for weight. So you have capped, uncapped, and posted. Forgot to show you that it does post securely ish. It's not the tightest actually, that does come up. It's not going to fall off, but it's minimal thing to take it off. Sorry about the ink there, I'll come back to that. So yeah, it does post. Capped, uncapped, and cap weights there. Barrel is about 10 millimeters all the way along, only tapering off on the faux blind cap there, and the section starts up same as the barrel, about 10, and just tapering down to 9 towards the nib. Let's look at a comparison with some other pens. So, got some other pens here. In goes the Bailey Light. So you've got a Cross Bailey Light, you've got a Lamy Safari and a Lamy 2000. You've got a Cross ATX, you've got a Parker IM and a TWSBI Eco. Let's have a swift look at how it writes. Always with the focus. So we have Cross Bailey Light with a medium steel nib. As I say, I think it's a 4 sized, possibly a 5. Got the calipers on that one, and I haven't refocused the thingy, so that was completely pointless. Ink in here is a Cross black cartridge. No skip issues or flow issues there. Let's try it sped up a wee bit. Keeps up fine. I don't generally, can't remember any hard starts or skipping with this. Wetness. Not bad, I'd say, you know, standard wetness. On the drier side maybe, but flow's fine. I clocked the medium on this at 0.5 mil and stiff. Yes, but you can push it up a little bit, and I've gauged that at 0.9 mil, so you can get a little bit of line variation out of there, but it does take quite a bit of pressure. Go easy on it. Reverse. It will bring it to an extra fine. Will dry out a bit, and it is quite scratchy, but possible for a couple of words. Should have said Clairefontaine 90 GSM paper, by the way. Yeah, not a bad writer at all. What do I think about the Cross Bailey Light? So this is a good this is a good low price point everyday pen. Entry level, I suppose, if you like. A lot of brands have their entry level fountain pens. This comes in, I picked this up for £10. I think off Cult Pens. I think it was in an offer or clearance or something. I think they go anywhere between 10 and 20, depending on where you get them from. Pounds, euros, dollars, etc. So not bad for a tenner as an entry-level pen. Sometimes I want something that I'm not going to worry about buffeting around, or or just want something a bit different. I kind of flip between whether I'll post that or not. I think I do usually post it, actually, thinking about it. So solid writer, I'm not usually a fan of smaller nibs, be it 4 or 5 sized. I do like a number 6 nib. I'm sorry, size matters to me. I'm so shallow. But having said that, it's on the longer side. So I mean, like, I tend to just grip it a little bit back up the barrel here, section. Sorry, and then you've got a reasonable gap from finger to nib point on the page, so I actually find that quite comfortable, and the size of the nib doesn't bother me that much. It's functional at the end of the day. If you're not shallow like me and you take size into consideration, nib works well. It's comfortable. On the light side, look, it's called light. You can't knock it for being on the light side if it's called a Cross Bailey light. Clues in the name. Don't expect a hefty pen, but it's comfortable. It's good for notes. Your hand's not going to get tired, etc. Smooth nib, good flow. What don't I like? I'm not mad on the cap closure. I mean, I know it's functional. It's not the most satisfying cap closure that I've ever come across. That's nitpicking a bit. As I mentioned earlier, that barrel security into the section isn't as reliable as I would like. Sometimes that has come unscrewed, whether I've been writing with it and it's just kind of rubbed up against the crook of my hand when I've had it in my hand, or I've come to it and it's ever so slightly unscrewed. I have noticed that. Doesn't come with a converter. Okay, this was £10, but that was an offer, so if you're going to £15-20, does not come with a converter. Just a cartridge. I think the converters are around about £5, which you can pick up, which isn't astronomical, but it is a bit of a pain. Personally, I wouldn't mind the pen costing £5 more and including a converter. That's just me. Your thoughts on that may vary, which is fine. But you do get a lot of brands which you'll get a converter with it at that price point. Now, I apologised for ink going onto the back earlier when I posted it. That is because I have had some leakage, not the entire thing gushing out and etc. and causing a massive mess or anything like that, but it has leaked into the cap a bit. I have uncapped this and there's been some leakage on into the section and the nib. Yes, granted, I take it to work. It goes in my work pocket, my shirt pocket. Sometimes it's in a pen pouch in my bag. However, I don't sling my bag. It's everyday use is what I'm getting at. I don't go rock climbing and having it in a backpack, and you know, it's nothing strenuous. So you do get, I have got a bit of leakage off of that, which is something to be aware of. As I say, it's not gushed everywhere and caused a major mess, but you know, if you're going to uncap that for a quick note, you don't really want ink on the section. Leaked into the cap, going onto the section, whatever. You don't want to get inky fingers. Might just be mine. Don't know if other people have had similar issues. So without that last point, this would be a pretty decent recommendation, certainly as an entry-level starter fountain pen. Something you're not bothered about breaking, losing, carrying around, etc., whatever your purpose might be. Might just be mine that leaks every now and again. You're going to get that. Not that I have very often, to be honest. But something to be aware of, because it does take it from that nice functional thing where you just clear it on, quick note, oh god, I've got ink, or oh, I've got to sign a document, whatever it is, or whatever you might be doing. That makes it a bit of a pain. So that would stop me short of a recommendation, but fill your boots and something to be aware of. Hooray. Just lastly, while I remember, I did have one of these before. Some reason I picked it up in an extra fine or an ultra fine, I think they call it. And and I paid that forward basically to my father-in-law, and he's getting a lot of use and enjoyment out of it. And neither of us, I don't think, or at least he hasn't mentioned to me, any leakage. So it might just be mine. But sorry to wang on about it, but I just wanted to be as fair as possible. Yeah, hope you've vaguely enjoyed this. Don't know why I'm drumming on the desk now, because I'm weird. Have a lovely day. Catch you again. Bye.